Okay, so in this screencast I'm going to show you how to create a project from scratch using CharmProjectManager. First thing we'll do after starting Charm is to log in, and we'll see the main screen of Charm. There's the count has no projects. Over on the left hand side you would have projects if there were any, and on the right hand side you see descriptions about each project or task. So we need to create one. I'm going to hit this plus sign over here in the left-hand pane to add a project. And the project I'm going to do here is a pretend kitchen remodel. Now, I'm not going to try to do anything as complicated as a real kitchen remodel. That's got too many steps for this demo. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to simplify things by adding 3 tasks. We're going to have a task that is for designing the kitchen, another one for buying the materials, and a third for installing them. So you can see that our project exists. It's got a name. There's an area for a description. We could add that here if we needed to. We can set an owner by hitting the little drop down and selecting ourselves. We're now responsible for the kitchen, and if we happen to know when the kitchen project is due, we can hit the calendar up for the due date, and let's say next month, end of the month. That's our due date, and we're all set. Now we need some tasks. If we go up to kitchen remodel here, there's a plus sign next to it because it's selected, and we can add a task directly. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to design the kitchen, and we might put a few notes about designing the kitchen. Customer wants something traditional. Next thing we're going to need to do is buy some materials. We can click on the kitchen remodel project again and hit that plus sign and add buy materials. The last thing we're going to do is install those materials. And if we want to do that, what we can do to create that third task is instead of clicking on kitchen remodel and hitting the plus sign, we can right click on it directly, hit add task on the menu that pops up, and add install materials. And we're done. We've got 3 tasks for our kitchen remodel. We've got owners on them. We've got a due date on one. We've added a little bit of description. And later in subsequent screencasts, what we're going to do is we're going to add some people to our team, a kitchen designer and an installer. And we're going to make the things a little more complicated with some files that are needed. We're going to use milestones, which are a way of breaking down a project into manageable chunks. By the time we finish all of these screencasts, we'll have a full-fledged project being used by a multi-person team.